Hey everyone, it's Justine, and I am doing a card for the Christmas card challenges this Sunday featuring blue and silver ornaments, and this is the card that I came up with for the challenge, and I'm going to show you how to make it. We're going to start off with a card base that's 4¼ by 5½. The lighting is going to get better towards the next clip of the video. I apologize, I didn't have the light on. I'm going to add some washi tape to mask off an area, long area on the card so that I can do that ornament border that you saw on the side of the card there at the beginning of the video. So all I'm doing is adding some washi tape. If you have a grid mat, it's a good idea to use your grid mat for this because then you can line up your card as well as your lines with the grid mat and you can get really, really straight lines. I happen to actually normally do fairly straight lines just by eyeballing it, but I know not everybody's like that, so be sure to do that and that'll make things a lot easier. I'm going to be taking some Island Blue stamp ink from Simon Says Stamp, as well as some silver ink. I believe that's from, I'm not sure which one. It's the Versamark line, same company, and I really like their silver ink, but it's a little on the pricier side. And I'm going to just use these ornaments from the Joy to the Wood stamp from Lawn Fawn, and I'm going to randomly stamp these all over the background. And my plan throughout this is just to alternate between the silver and the Island Blue ink and just to fill in as many of those blank stamps as possible. In the end, I ran out of a couple ornaments and I wanted to still fill in some areas, so I had taken some of the smaller stamps that come in the set, like the star for example, and just filled in some of those empty spots, as well as the heart. I really like the silver. It gives off a really nice shine, at least in person anyway. You can see it on the video, but it looks, again, a lot better in person. So I'm going to peel back this washi tape. If you're using the silver ink, you might want to be careful a little bit. It does take a little bit of time to dry because it's a pigment ink, and so it might smudge if you get your fingers on it. Okay, so the next thing I did was I tried something new here and I took some of my circle dies. These are from W+9. I had purchased them because they're a bit smaller. I think this is one of the biggest ones it comes with, and so they're a little bit on the cheaper side, and I don't really need big circles anyway, so I was really happy with that. So I laid it into my Cuttlebug sandwich press here, but you want to make sure that you don't cut through the back of the card, so obviously you need to open up your card to cut that circle out. Once I did that, I was able to have the window, and I was going to stamp the sentiment on the inside of the card. I decided to add some silver glitter paper, which is turned upside down here because I didn't want to dull my dies, and I put 2 circle dies and adhered them with washi tape to make sure that they stayed in place, and I cut out a frame for that circle that we made on the card. So if you use one that's slightly bigger than the window frame you cut on your card, then you're going to be able to make a frame out of it. And then you have these 2 circle pieces also that are the same size that you can use on another project. So I really like that idea, and I think I'm going to be using it a little bit more often. It's not that it's my original idea, I've just never done it before and never really found the need to, and I thought that was really cool. The next thing I wanted to do was stamp my sentiments, so I added some washi tape to the bottom so that my card didn't pop up at all while I was trying to stamp. And this Joyful Wishes stamp was actually one stamp, and I cut it in the middle where there was a space there, and there was lots of space, so I think it was intended to be able to use like that from Lawn Fawn, and I picked them up using my Fisker stamp press, and I inked them in the Island Blue ink and stamped them in the middle of the circle. I also decided that I wanted them off-center as well, and I wanted to stamp in the silver and bring in that silver, so I decided to experiment and see what it would look like if I stamped slightly to the bottom right corner using the silver pigment ink on top, and I really love the way that turned out. I thought it made a really cool look. So that's the end of the video tutorial, and you can see I added 2 little snowflakes on the side of the sentiment because my sentiment wasn't exactly straight, so I wanted to make it look straight. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and thanks so much for watching. I hope you participate this week in the challenge. Thanks.